Hi and welcome to another episode of Mr. Puzzle. Today, again, the second episode of the Afterlife Cube, or about the Afterlife Cube by MVented. So be sure to check it out if you like what you see in today's video. In the last video about this puzzle, I already explained you in general how this puzzle works and what makes it so much different from a regular 3x3 puzzle, because except the identical look, it is an entirely different challenge, because here the task is to turn this into an entire blue cube. We decided to make a second video about this puzzle, like kind of an interview video, because I have two team members of the MVented team that created this puzzle here today. Mario and Max, welcome.
Hello everybody.
Hello.
And we would like to talk a bit more in detail about this puzzle, how you came up with the idea, but also maybe go in depth a bit more here about the technology behind. So,
Of course.
How did you came up in general with this concept? Yeah, what makes you think this could be successful? I guess it was a long way to come here
Of
to
course.
this point today.
Yes. The idea was to make something really different from what you find in every twisty puzzle out there. We challenged the basics of the twisty puzzle. Usually you see the pieces and you know where you have to bring some piece on the puzzle. In this case, you start with a cube that doesn't tell you where a piece shall go. So you have to find out making pieces light when they are already in place.
So when you turn it, they turn on once you hit the right place. Yeah.
Yes. This is to confirm that this facelet is on the right face.
And for everyone, this is a very early prototype. This is like a proof of concept. So don't care here about the look. You can see it looks. These are all 3D printed parts, and they look somehow a bit rough or deformed. But this is only to prove that the concept will be functional. This is a fully functional prototype, but don't care about the appearance at this point. And also this blinking you can see sometimes here, when you move it, this will be all then not the case, of course, in the final product.
So what is the idea? The idea is that you are in front of a cube where you have no way to recognize facelets and faces. And you will understand while you play what is right and what is wrong. For example, in this moment, I'm told that this facelet is on the right face. I had no way to know this in advance, and so the goal now is to have the entire cube lit up.
So the entire cube, in the end, when it's solved, need to be in blue color.
Yes.
Okay, so just to summarize, initially when you start, everything is like not lit up, and then depending on how you rotate it, you will notice, okay, for example, this tile belongs somewhere here on this surface, but the other two here, they are still in the wrong position. They belong somewhere else. Huh?
And I have to keep track of what I have already discovered and be able not to lose it while I look for other things.
I can imagine this is, from the solving way, entirely different. Let's say you partially use the same algorithms as you do with the regular cube, but it's
you have to
select. You need a lot of, let's say, a lot more skill in or knowledge about how to replace a certain piece with a different one.
Yes, exactly. You have to carefully choose the algorithms you can use to use something that lets you do only exactly what you do. Like a surgeon, you have to move only what you need, and preserve what you have already done.
Don't touch the wrong the wrong part.
Yes, exactly. Even more than this happens also on a standard cube, but there you can keep track of what has happened elsewhere.
You need a lot of discipline, a lot of memory, a lot of precision in what you are doing.
Sounds pretty complicated.
A lot of understanding of what you're doing. Yes.
Yeah. Sounds pretty complicated from executing. But also from how to build this thing,
Yes.
How big is your team that is working on this product?
It is mainly the two of us, with some particular help of on same spots on particular arguments.
Specific spots, yeah.
Yes. We had most of the expertise necessary to deal with designing and electronics and so on. And we decided to put it into this project, asking for help from what we couldn't do by ourselves.
By ourselves, we could reach to this point, so we could manufacture a prototype that could prove the idea and proved that
It can be solved because
it can be solved and it's
at the
fun to
beginning-
play.
Yes, at the beginning it was just an idea. Imagine how if you hadn't this in mind, if you could understand, will I be able to play with it? I don't know. This is the idea, but I don't know how hard this will be. How long it
exactly.
will take.
That's always the difference between imagine something and then
Yeah.
realize it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a lot more complicated. I can definitely believe that.
Like a real crowdfunding campaign. So
Yes.
we are not trying to do pre-sale of a product because there is not a mass-produced product for now.
Yeah. And how many prototypes did you build overall to come to this point in the last 2 years?
A lot of subsystems.
Yeah,
So for just a piece, for just a printed circuit.
To check the logic, to check that the principle of a QB that recognizes it is on the right face could work, and so we built I think dozens and dozens of subsystems prototype, and then full prototypes. This is the third one. And it's the second one to fully work. The first one was just proving the idea, the first one. The second,
mechanics,
the
yeah.
mechanics and so on. The second one proved that it was playable, but it had truly a lot of defects. And this one was really conceived to have one fully working.
Yes, this is the first to be really playable and enjoyable.
What 3D printing method did you use to print
It's
this?
laser sintered.
Okay, so this SL
From powder,
SL,
yes,
or SLR,
laser, yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
from nylon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
not filament printing.
Yeah, okay.
Everything is expensive here. In a single prototype, we have over 100 euro just of connectors right now because everything is bought for one unit.
Yeah. Okay.
There is 13 meters of wiring in just a single prototype.
I read in the campaign. Yeah. Wow, and
All,
how
just
many
in
single parts
pieces, in
does
pieces
it have?
long like this.
Yeah.
I mean, 13 meters
Yeah.
in pieces long,
Yeah,
2-3 centimeters.
And how many single parts do you have inside here?
What is
Single
the
parts.
amount? Considering also the electronic components of the
Everything.
PCBs, I think 1,000.
No, it's 1,000 just of
I think
electronics
it's more. I
components.
think it's more than 1,000.
Just of electronics.
And electronics components is 1,200, so 1,200 pieces of electronic components, keeping
Okay.
account every single resistors, MOSFET, and so on. Then we have 300, I think, pieces of wire. We have 96 the magnets. We have 54 glasses. We have 162 LEDs, LEDs.
The batteries.
The batteries. We have the connectors that are 96 male and 96 female. So something around 2,000-3,000 pieces. Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
It was
Imagine here 3,000 pieces inside here.
Yeah. Oh, there is
Small pieces, but okay.
there is more than 1 month of craftsmanship inside. So yeah.
So there are 2 additional gaming mounts depending on the overall amount that will be connected. Maybe you explain us what these are about. Yeah?
Yes, in this prototype we put all 3 of them, and they are included in a particular way that is handled by the orientation of the centers of the cube. The second level is the one that lights the magenta light. So you have the 6 standard colors of a standard cube, then you have cyan for the special easier solution, and then magenta for the harder solution. In this case, for the magenta solution, finally I got one. Okay, here is a good example. With the easier solution, the cyan one, you have this information that this facelet is on the right face. But it can be here or here or here or here. It's anyway on the right surface. But the other facelet is not. So I know that this one is not its final position. It will be in one of the others. But I have this clue.
Can you just put it in the right position that the people can see when it's, when this one is in the right position?
Let's see. Okay, it has to come here. Okay, let me do a move to do it. Oh, it's somewhat sad because it will have to take the place of the magenta
okay,
one we will need.
But
Okay.
in the end,
This
when this,
one
if this
should-
one is in the right position, it should be lit up also in the same
Yes,
way as
exactly.
the magenta one. Both should be
Yes,
lit
exactly, because this one will be on the right face and this one will be on the right face.
Yeah, okay.
So in that case, they will be both blue.
Mm-hmm.
For the magenta solutions, I have to guess both of the facelets at the same time. This is turning on only when both its facelets are on the right face. So I have no partial information. I cannot know here that this was right and discover in which position. Only when both are in the correct position, it will light up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's much harder to find the correct position of a piece.
Ah, yes, now it's better. Okay, then let's keep it for the, like this for now.
Yes, now you can
Now you
recognize.
can recognize the colors even better.
Yes,
I
okay.
think now
Yeah.
everyone is capable to see it.
The third game, actually it's not harder, it's we call it a prequel. Almost a standard cube. Playing styles is decided by the center of each face. So you're going to temporarily lose the colors if you go in the other modalities while you play. So it's a standard cube with just a new challenge about centers.
How do you recognize the orientation of the pieces? What is the technology?
We use
For, let's say, explain it for dummies. Please, don't make it too complicated. Yeah?
this cube is realized only using analog components, so there is no software inside. The position of the pieces is hard coded in the pieces themselves, so each piece knows where it should be. It has to recognize the center to which it is close to light up.
Do you have some components with you that are inside?
Yeah,
Yes.
Maybe you can show some. Yeah?
Yes, we have.
Because I noticed there was something in the box, and
Yes.
if you want to show it and if it's allowed to be shown,
Yes, yes,
or to be visible, then I think it might be interesting.
Why not?
Okay, so these are the plastics, for example.
3D printing.
Yeah.
You can see the holes, the windows for the contacts.
With the printed circuits that hold the LEDs.
Oh, okay. So this is only for the LEDs.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
there is one of those on every single facelet.
Looks probably only like a green dot from 3 LEDs.
These are some of the internal circuitry.
Okay. So there's more to it than just some plastic parts and a regular LED.
Yeah.
There's something more.
Very interesting. Yeah. So you also get some insights here.
Being hardware means that you cannot cheat, you cannot reset it by software and
I think
have
that's a
it
good
solved.
point, yeah, for
Yes.
everyone to understand. It's not like you press a button and it will scramble it up for you and you just, or it will solve it for you and you just can start from zero. It's like the regular cube.
Yes, this is a true cube where each
Even
piece...
harder because you cannot even take the pieces
Yes.
out and
exactly, yes.
cheat. But on this one, once you scramble it up, you have to solve it, guys.
Yes.
So be careful.
May we talk about the charger? That,
Yes, of course.
Okay,
So this is the charger, how it looks like today.
yes. As I said, it is hardware coded, so when you plug the charger and it disconnects the battery, it turns off the cube. You will find it as you left it as soon as you take away the plug. The plug is meant to be able to charge the battery, but also to let you power the cube from an external source. If you want to have it shining on your desk, you can do it via the external power, so you are not draining power from the battery inside.
And it will always shine in the current state.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
So let's say you
yes.
can.
Since it is hardware, this part will always be, for example, this is green and white and cannot be anything else because it is green and white. So if you make it shine from the outside, So I'll let you see.
So you even need to solve it in a certain way to
Oh,
to charge it.
No, it's enough to recognize two faces, which
Okay.
is the correct ones to let you push the plug in. Okay, now it's not using the battery, it's using the external source.
I will just take
Yes,
this out
take
again.
it off, yes.
A very, very interesting concept. I would not even call it variant of a regular cube. Yeah, it's a completely different gaming concept actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
it wants to be a brand new challenge.
Yes.
Something that you are not used with any kind of twisty puzzle. You have very complicated, very difficult twisty puzzle, but no one has this challenge of not knowing where a piece shall go before.
So let me just try again. So if I try to solve this face here, and the last one I'm now missing, so it's probably somewhere down there.
Yes, and remember, it might be the face on this side.
Oh, okay. Okay, I hope it's not. Let me see. You see, I'm already
Yes.
struggling to finish.
Yes,
to
you
finish
need some patience,
only
some
one-
memory.
Yeah,
Yes.
only one. Oh, so memory. Patience I have, but memory,
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Memory.
I'm out of memory. It seems.
Yes, you have to remember what you have already tried.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You have to find efficient ways to test the more pieces at once if you can, so that it becomes quicker.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see. Let's switch to this side. Let's switch to this side. Cut.
It's done.
Okay, but I think I got the point, and I think
Yes.
I mentioned it before. This is
Imagine the art
Definitely
level,
trickier
when you
than
want
it looks like.
the magenta.
yeah. Very interesting. Okay, so guys,
We have,
you have to think about if you would like to invest and get this realized. Yeah, to realize
your support.
this campaign, and
There is some
to
discount.
be honest, I really hope you do so, because this is, from my point of view, a very interesting product. Very interesting product.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
would really love to be able to make a lot of these.
Yeah, I think that's it for the live stream.
Okay, so thank you for watching.
And that's it for today. Yeah, this will be also posted on YouTube, of course. That's it for today. And until next time, keep on puzzling. So, okay.